Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Knights offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, receive team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Kick is in the air. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Cal! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Knights are on the move.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What do you...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could...
That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This is a design run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run.
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Trying play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Knights!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cal offense headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got his man quickly.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. Swings it out to his running back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and
he lofts one down the sideline. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Hatchett. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hatchett. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a...
There he goes! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The Knights in the hurry up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw again. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Touchdown, UCF! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to the running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one.
That's a huge blow. Offensive possessions are already limited now with time running out in the 4th quarter, and you're losing. And to give the ball away and give one of those possessions away, it's not over yet, but man, did you make your job a lot harder.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football, you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.